tonight's broadcast. It's brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. As some of us say on the internet, let's just jump into it. Or try to, at least. Alright, subject of our tonight's broadcast. And don't forget, it's brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. I just want to keep saying that until my head pops off. The reason for the title is Space Junk was a foaming mystery object that was washed ashore on South Carolina's beach. Yeah, I guess the story is this is connected to a satellite energy. Funny though, when I first saw it, I felt Russian vibrations around it, so I don't know if it was made in Russia or has so spying on Russia. I'm not giving those details, but if it is a satellite, which I wouldn't be surprised, it is Russia influenced there somewhere. I don't think it is from Russia, and I'm not sure what that is. I think it's unrelated. Okay, now we're moving on, and this just happened. So if you look up space junk, you shouldn't have a problem finding it if you're interested. I don't think it's anything that it's just fascinating. Now this one, oh, the security team already did a thing. Really? Man, I'm late to the game. Or maybe this is something, an old video from security. Either way, I was doing a channeled text today that has not been released yet, and Antarctica came up, so I looked it up on Google and I found this. What on Earth cosmic rays erupting from Antarctica could break rules of physics? So you can say there's more higher dimensional energies going through Antarctica at this time. Basically, Earth is going through a cleansing energy. Not to say anything major is going to happen. I don't see anything major is going to shift into our environment. I don't think the Hadron Collider has anything to do with it. I think that's another thing, but I think it's just outside energies. I mean, the government is probably doing something there too, but of course NASA is doing everything they can do to cover it up. It just feels like, you know, those are portal energies, major ones in that area. Major, obviously not many people go there. I wonder why. Yeah, it's just a lot of extraterrestrial energy going there. I believe the Earth is going through a healing cleanse, and some of that might have something to do with it. It might have a lot to do with, yeah, HARP energies. I wouldn't be surprised, but I believe we're going through a cleanse at this moment. Now, are you going to see it anytime soon? Not likely. I believe our planet is going through a healing cleanse that we have not seen before, so doesn't mean anything major is going to occur, but you know, we're going through a shift, and not to say we're going to see anything, but I believe it's healing a lot of our weather anomalies too. And I don't know what this is. Oh, good. Well, they found life in space. Well, that's good. This is a key discovering life in space. Well, that's really nice to find. Wow, it's just, yeah. Well, good for them. By looking back at more than 500 years of Earth's planet life, what did they do? Find a tree on the moon or something? I don't know what this is. So, either way. All right. Enough of that. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. This is the channel for the insane, the new normal. The new normal, the old normal is daily life, daily dullness of existence. Not to say this is a fast-paced transition we're going through at this time, but we are going into a new vibration. Oh yeah, the title also is connected to the Bermuda Triangle. It's not something I've ever really connected to publicly. I don't think I've ever had any reason to. I live right by it. I think it's come up here and there, but nothing major came through about it. So we're going to do a connection about that. I'm also going to continue the series message from the Sirians. Of course, the Palladians popped in during that. I expect more of that. Because they're very connected to me. Yesterday, I felt so much palladium. I still feel it today, but yesterday I really felt it. So I went by the water a little bit. I really felt the vibration around that. Yeah, I did that interview yesterday, Friday. Yeah, my back felt. My back pain after that. Yeah, we're all kind of falling apart after that one. Oh well, Ivan's getting old. Either way. Alright, let's see. I don't remember if there's anything else for the subject matter. Cosmic rays. Yeah, cosmic rays. Antarctica. Oh yeah, well, Bermuda Triangle, we'll go into that and in the cosmic rays situation. Basically, whatever spirit has for us, the Lyras feel a lot of feline energies here to assist us in our upgrade, our emotional transition from chaotic human to calm human. Yeah, especially with that whole thing with the Supreme Court. You know, I don't think our Supreme Court people have any power whatsoever. They might, but I don't think they really do. I mean, they might seem like they do, but you know. You can also say we're going out with the old and with the new. It's not about Republican or Democrat. It's not about any of that. It's just, you know, we're going to eventually get rid of both parties. We got a long ways for that because they seem to enjoy the drama, as you can see. You notice the love that's out there? It doesn't exist. There's passion there, so there's some kind of love. It's just passion of do what we want, or we're gonna kick your ass. Of course, scandals going around. It's like, even if they're true, I don't think they are. There's major mind control going on there. But of course, you can also say memories are being erased. But I see it's more mind control going on, always on the female side. But not to say it's perfect. Then again, who the hell is? But I don't think any of that went down, from what I'm gathering. It was a long time ago. I doubt it. But not to say a guy isn't perfect. That's for sure. They're doing everything they can to break him down. I feel the deep state energies all around that. Yes, I'm bringing up politics for a moment, because that is in the mainstream. And it's just, I'm kind of just connecting to the nonsense of our reality. That's the thing about our ascension. Are people ready to let go of that side of themselves? You know, again, for politics, let me just use that as an example. I don't want to talk about, but I just use an example because it's so in our face if you look at it. But there's so much darkness there from both sides. When humanity lets go of that and wants to like make peace, yes, you're not perfect, but we want this to work for everybody and send out that energy field out there. Even if it was Obama in the White House or it was Hillary Clinton in the White House, whoever it was, you know, send our healing to the, you know, we want a more positive environment instead of you have somebody that's corrupt in there and just walking all over everyone. That's the thing. They use this Hitler stuff. Wasn't Hitler loved by people? So if Trump's being hated by everyone, that doesn't make him Hitler. Isn't that how it works? If I'm not processing that right. But, you know, usually during his time, I think Hitler was loved by a lot of people. And if you say anything bad about him, you get your ass kicked. That was probably the case back then, right? So most of the majority don't like Trump, so how is he Hitler again? So, whatever. Doesn't matter. Sorry for bringing any of that crap up. But it's good subject matter only because, for example, reasons. I'm going towards where the junk is. And it's connected to what needs, you know, what can change. Just put it that way. It doesn't need to change. You do whatever you want, but what can change is that environment. Notice how technology is advancing, but human existence seems to be going further down into the gutter. And you can blame all the alien beings you want. Yeah, they're not helping, but also the human can change, and human chooses not to. if you're going to blame the Arcturians or Palladians or whatever for all your problems, you know, it's good to end all that and just heal, change. Change is not easy, as you can see. You can create all these advanced technologies, but humanity does not want to upgrade itself emotionally. You know, not really. I mean, if it was changing, all this politics stuff would not exist right now. But, you know, it doesn't want to hear that. It likes the drama. It likes it. It wouldn't be doing it if it didn't like it. It loves it. Even if it caused, oh, it's so bad, terrible. Waiting for the next generations to come in. It might be a couple of generations for all that to be fleshed out. I even got a message today, take this with a grain of salt, that humanity overall, of course I've said this in the past, may like 1,000 years for it to finally evolve. But once again, that does not mean you can't have your alien connections, your alien or spiritual vibrational shift. Does not mean you can't have that now. You're here to do it now. You're here to evolve, and I believe you will. It doesn't mean you're going to see beings flying around in front of you unless you really want it. But even there's kind of like a guard there to keep it. I mean, it's going to, you know, not to say it won't happen. As for the rest of the society, I don't know how that's going to go. You never know. I mean, they might get a little splash of it a little bit. You might also get an idea of future timelines or where this, if there is a kind of event that occur for alien intervention. Oh yeah, this whole thing about the event. How about the soul event? How about the soul to evolve, to be less chaotic and calm itself down and be a little bit easier going instead of on the attack? And not say everybody's like that, but quite a few of them are. Like I said, Washington is a good example. Domestic violence, you know, you can go on and on with that. A lot of it's in the home. You know, you put us on a persona, oh, I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 and then you go home and you're a totally different person. It was abusive and whatever it is, arrogant, whatever it might be that's coming into that environment. That vibration has to be looked at and healed. Those that are in an environment like that, it's always good to leave that environment if you can. Like if you have a spouse that's just totally the opposite person, you just have to leave just the way it is. Because that will, you know, eventually, I don't know, humanity, yeah, there's a lot of secrets in families where it doesn't have to shift and change. It likes the way it is, doesn't know how to come out of it. A lot of it doesn't know how to shift out of the old way of looking at the old ways, the grandparents, the parents, how the old-fashioned way of being human basically is like intent. It all comes out in intentions that you want to heal and move on from the old ways of life basically. So not everyone wants to hear that, of course. Though, yeah, they feel like, oh, I'm just doing my grandparents, their great-grandparents. But, you know, we're going into a new time, a new era. How many times do you want to go back into the past? You're supposed to be evolving, not devolving, not descending. And we've been descending forever. So the idea is for us to upgrade ourselves more advanced in technology. And we can do that. It's just we don't know how. That's the trusted senses that are around you. Yeah, all the spiritual work it really does have to go into the mainstream eventually, where it's no longer, you know, taboo and, you know, dark wizardry or wherever it might be. Not to say it doesn't exist, but it's kind of being used against us right now through music and entertainment. So, alright, we'll see who's here. As for Bermuda Triangle, we'll bring whoever needs to go into that. They will put positive vibrations around, so I don't get anybody that's messed up coming through. We just had some, well, nothing questionable, just something different. Alright. Oh yeah, before we go into all that, those are real quick. Those are new to all this, and if you're here for someone to laugh at, just Avatar.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. Learn about yourself and all your insanity. We also have Learn How to Channel. A Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Also have the shop here. About 7 days for delivery, maybe sooner for some. Same thing here. We have other channelers and healers. You have the whatever this is, social network, and we have the Jake comic. And I'll go into Jake further down the road of any updates. All that. So I want to put that out there. For those are new to all of this. This is nuts. The good kind of crazy. Normal is becoming outdated. It's going to take a while. Alright, let's see. I feel a feline vibration from Orion coming through. It might be a reptilian energy speaking, actually more about the Bermuda Triangle. We'll just bring in whoever we need to go into the topics of today. I'm not sure if this will be a long connection, but you never know. Much love, blessings, and here we go, diving into the deep of our consciousness. Much love. Message from Spirit. Greetings to you all. Yes, we are spirit guide vibrations. The Bermuda Triangle is a mirror of your past. It is a museum piece of your histories. You connect to those vibrations, all of you receive something different. You feel the lives of your past. You might feel Atlantean energies, even Egyptian vibrations there to close it down. Yes, it has been open and closed throughout your lifetime here. It is sometimes safe, sometimes not. As beings are coming and going through that portal vibration, and some ships do get pulled into it. So there's a lot of energies that are going all around. Most of them know where not to go, because it's not done deliberately to cause difficulties. It's just the way of nature. Not all alien beings know what's going to happen when they come to that doorway. So also, yes, your history is imprinted into the Bermuda Triangle. As you go further with your meditations, you can meditate with the Bermuda Triangle, and it's basically, as you hear the voices of the past connecting to you. It's a marker. It's a marker to let you know that your world is abnormal. It is different. It is not what you seem. You basically, those, yes, reptilian energies and archon vibrations are forcing this third dimensional reality into your plain view. As they're basically to shut you down from spirit, shut you down from everything contemplated that clashes the chains around third dimensional reality, called your work situation, even family situation. You could even be chained down to your family where you cannot break free, as some of you are aware. Not for everyone, but some of you are chained to their family. And they like to go on their own, but cannot. It has to do with the manipulation too. In some areas, in some cases, not all cases are the same. But basically, the Bermuda Triangle, like all these vortexes around your planet, are here to awaken you, to help you realize your world is not what it seems. Not the official story that's put onto you. Yes, there's strange anomalies, but also the alien beings, like, yes, this is, for some beings, a front door. And for some beings, it's a back door. It goes wherever you want it to go. Depending on what type of technology, synchronicity you can use to connect to its energy, it will send you somewhere. But it will send you where you want to go. Now, some beings use the Bermuda Triangle for malicious reasons to cause difficulties on your dimension. This is why a lot of ships are lost. Of course, it's not being mentioned here, but there is still difficulties there, as for instruments not working right. And some of that's manipulated, sometimes it's not. Yes, there's a reptilian presence there, but also there's a Palladian appearance there also to keep it safe. Yes, there are also yellow energies going in and out of that place, basically. because they show a friendly energy. They wave through that vibration, a friendly energy to cleanse the dark forces. Yes, there's also the Devil's Triangle in your Pacific that's used against your planet too. Fear, basically. Fear, yes, is being intoxicating your whole dimension. And yes, also the Bermuda Triangle and the Dragon Triangle, I believe the vortex, whatever they call it on your planet. It's an energy, yes, is used to create your third dimension matrix. You heal your Bermuda Triangle, you feel your matrix energy loses power. Among many of you that do healing energies, you most likely will feel a cleansing energy, a positive vibration coming from the triangle itself. And also feel that the matrix around you is not as strong as it used to be. Because it is a key to unlock your planet. Of course, many in your third dimension are blocked by this vibration because they don't even know themselves. How can you know a Bermuda Triangle? We're not comfortable with yourself. Yes, this character you're playing as a third dimensional human, yes, is not the easiest, but some have found a way to play that character, fit into its skin, wear the clothes, have the personality. It's all a third dimensional character that has been done well. And then to start talking about Bermuda Triangles and opening up the earth into a higher vibration connected to Egypt, even Antarctica, as those gamma rays are there for basically your alien beings are saying hello to you all. Just a hello. Yes, there's much behind that too, but a lot of it is saying, we're here. Get used to it. It's not always worded that way, but that's close enough to it. As yet, some beings here are kind of hard-headed on your reality because they really want to show that you are not alone in the universe. Some alien beings do feel insulted that you say they do not exist. Some do take it the wrong way. Only because it's like, come on, human, don't you realize you're not alone? We've been saying forever that you're not, and you still say that you are. So not insulted in the way that you will say that you put the energy to that, but I believe many of you understand. Offended may be a better word, but I believe it's all the same vibration. Send your energies into your next generation of human as you slowly upgrade into a higher consciousness. It's not easy going into a new way of thinking, is it? As basically you will see as you see the past, oh, they did not know any better. You look at the past, as you see with health problems, disease in the past, they didn't know any better. Well, in this reality, as you shift out of the third dimension, you're going to see, yes, we really did not know any better even in this modern reality. Many of you are seeing that now. As you change your focus out of the 3D way of looking at life, you feel a relief. It's almost like a vacation in the mind sometimes. Yes, sometimes no, it all depends. The frustrations of being here, yes, come back. It's like, how can I function in this reality? I can't. So this is why it's a slow healing for all of you. Because you're adjusting. Some days you're very fourth dimension, some days are very third dimension. Some are 2 dimension at times. Depending. But realize also your mind is shifting out of the control mechanisms of third dimension. As you connect more to the Bermuda Triangle energy of your freedom, because even that vortex sometimes can activate and say, we are here, but not yet, of course. Because they can make, the vortex itself can start speaking to you. It has a consciousness of its own. It can also allow alien beings to be seen, their ships to be seen, but right now it's best they don't. Some cases they do, but usually they keep quiet. For now, at least. Blessings to you from Spirit. Greetings to you, we are the canines from Sirius. Greetings, we are, yes, the Doberman Pinchers. Hello, how are you all? Yes, there's a lot of blockages on your planet at this time for you to think clearly. What it has to do is basically mental thought patterns of the human. You do cause weather problems. Many of you get frustrated, and you need it to rain. You need it to be hot. You need to. Some of you need this to be. You need it to rain sometimes for you to let go of energies, but not everyone's agreeing on what needs to be for the weather. So it's all over the place. It's not just alien beings, because remember, you can cause difficulties for alien beings, and many of you do. You think they're manipulating your energies, but many of you are manipulating theirs. That's not usually known, is it? Some are, because they want interference. They want alien vibrations here. So you're always tapping them on the shoulders. Say, are you guys going to show up yet? We're all waiting. And then they say, no, not yet. And you go back and tap on their shoulder again. Are you sure about that? So, not to say it's a manipulation, but, you know, that's it's a visitation from you to them. So the canine vibrations, yes, we do like to bark, we like to be known, but your humans have a different way of communication. Realize if we start talking like humans, as some of us do, that would be a little bit strange, don't you think? This is why cats and dogs and all these animals have a different way of speaking. Because you imagine if we are start talking like humans, that would really take you out of your reality, wouldn't it? If your dog just all of a sudden started having a conversation with you, as they can do, but they choose not to. Think I will play the role of the dog for right now. But many of them are, yes, many canines like to be the child in the family. They enjoy it. Some of them are very grown up, but they love being the kid. Because when you're a kid, you get all the toys, you get to play around, you get to do nothing. You get all the attention. That's why a lot of them like to be the kid. For cats, it's a different story. A lot of them are the grown-ups. And they just have a different sense of things. But the dog canine energy just loves being the kid. And isn't everybody like having a child in the house? So having that childish energy of a canine energy is so accepted. It's like everybody should have one or two dogs. It's just nice to have a child in the home that's, you know, hairy and has a good sense of humor. They all do. Most of them do. Yes, some do get manipulated by humans in a certain way. Those are through genetics. Some of your aggressive canines, put it that way, can be they're not thinking clearly, and sometimes they're what you call their masters aren't thinking the same either. So the mental problems goes from the master to the canine too, so it kind of goes back and forth. So nobody's really thinking clearly for those that are kind of aggressive. Give you have an idea of that. Your Bermuda Triangle, yes, an energy field. It's basically to say, once again, hello to your society. It's here to go through your vibrations and to lock you from this earth. It is here to be active. It's like a door that's open, a spiritual door. It's up to you to go through it if you wish. Of course, in this reality, it's very difficult to do that right now. For right now. When some of you are connecting more to the fourth dimension, you won't be able to get enough of it. And you'll see it as a 3D environment as a shadow of your old selves. Now, alien vibrations will continue to get stronger among many of you as you allow it to. What do you want to experience? You want your alien connections. It will open up as you wish. Because some say one thing but mean another. So, yeah, I'd love to have a spaceship land. It's like, whoa, I'm not sure about that. So, if you truly mean it, we know. And yes, among many of you that have a canine friend in your home or somewhere, yes, there's an alien energy. I mean, that is an alien in the home already, but there is a humanoid canine there not too far away. We are observing the situation, of course. No, we're not going through all your stuff or looking into your mind or anything like that, but we are making sure our canine friends are doing well. Let's put it that way. There are other beings here to connect with you. And yes, not all canines like the tails being pulled, but we do like to know who's behind us because we can't always see, so wagging that sucker back and forth is another way to show our appreciation, our happiness too. for all of you out there, give your pup a hug and a kiss. As for the felines, just give them another scratch behind the ear. That will help. Blessings. Greetings to you. I am Dex. Anunnaki. Greetings to you. Yes, our vibrations are with you. You are our brothers. You are our sisters. Yes, we do look like you, but you look like us also. Yes, there's been many humans abducted from your planets. Yes. And most likely will not be coming back anytime soon. And yes, we do, as Anunnaki beings, we do interfere with Men in Black vibrations. And around your Bermuda Triangle, yes, is used against you usually, as it can be used against your human population to lower your Earth's vibration. So it's used in wrong ways, not always, but sometimes it is. It is basically, you feel a dense energy, yes, is coming from the portal vibrations around your planets. Why are they there? Mother Earth put them there. And aliens use them all the time. It is a space highway. It's another way for us to connect to your planet. We can connect to the Bermuda Triangle energies to see your world very clearly. Yes, there's the devil. Was this the Dragon's Vortex that's in your Pacific? There's other places. Yes, Devil's Avenue that's on your planet. Not to name where it is. That's not. But yes, as you are awakened to alien presence, you will see more of our ships more clearly. As you allow yourself to shift out of this reality and into more of a clairvoyant way of looking at life. To allow is a big deal. Many say they allow, but they put many borders in front of them, so I'm not sure if I trust this. But do you trust your guides, your angels? If you trust them, you would trust more to come. Many want a freedom out of this reality. The archons, yes, have planted themselves into the minds of the many as telling you this is the normal reality that you're living. They keep telling you every day, this is normal, this is normal, even if it doesn't feel very normal to many of you. Yes, they work with the reptilians, but mostly the archons are basically putting a satellite vibration into your skies, constantly telling you this is your reality. Enjoy as do as we tell you, because they learn through all of you at this vibration. It's still very fascinating for them to see you go through what you go through every day. They don't have this on other worlds. Not like this, not this denseness, not getting up and going to work every day. And many of you are very enthusiastic about it just to survive. And usually that's not on other planets. It is, but not like this one. This was a very vicious world. If you do not do one thing, your whole life kind of loses control, doesn't it? At least for financial reasons. As for living. So to have that pressure around you, archons are very good at adding pressure to one's life. It's like, oh, is this not enough? Here's another difficulty. Here's another. Here's another. They're very good at that. Then they analyze how you do it, how you see through it, how you experience it, what weather is that you can deal with it in. If you're in colder climate, will you be able to handle a pressure like this? This is why some of you get entangled in relationships you should not be in. As part of your entanglement in this whole reality. Basically, as you come in, you want an easier lifetime, but it does get tangled up as you continue on into this life. It does get changed and moved around. Now, how to heal it is up to you. It's not to be the victim energy, but be one of the empowerment. Because realize they give you an option, and many of you take it. Because you want to see where you're going to go. So that's why some of you have a sudden change in the way you think and how you live. It comes out of nowhere. Well, not always the Archon presence there for that, but sometimes there is. It's not always for the negative either. You add more trouble to your life, you expand in a new way. Because when you're in spirit setting up this lifetime, you don't always see the full picture when you're here. You have a good idea of it, but when you're here, it's a different story. And then you start to move things around. And you do this through your higher self energies. And then you make it very difficult to change that because you go through a difficult time. The idea is not to be let out too soon. As a point A to point B, and it's needed for your soul growth. Yes, when you are in this world, it's a whole nother ball game. The spirit world is shut out. It's like mom and dad is closed out. The nice music, the nice food, they don't have food, but either way, the good life is gone. Now you're in a military environment in some ways. You're all kind of going through boot camp in different ways through your mental state. And many are, yes, finding entertainment to ease the problems of the world. But realize also you can face it another way, basically to allow less negativity into your environment if you wish. Negativity, yes, is a drug on your world, as you can see. It is programmed into the Anunnaki mind of yours. Yes, there is some reptilian, but it is an Anunnaki brain too. It's not just reptilian. It has reptilian forces, yes, it has reptilian origin energy, but it's also an Anunnaki way. It's like, now I'm in this game. Can I make it more complicated for myself? And many of you challenge the Archons to give you more challenges. I think some of you have an idea of that. And then when you get those challenges, you wonder, what was I thinking? The idea is to be challenged on this world, not to have it easy. This is how you expand. This is how you speed up your environment here. Some of you, like, if you have bored life, that means you're not challenged enough. So sometimes it's better to be bored than be too busy, as some of you realize. You might be bored, but would you rather the alternative? Some of us say, I'd rather not. I'll take the boredom as much as I can. I'll take all the boredom I can get. That too is also a lesson to be learned. It all has lessons. You're basically going into a fabric of the universe that is unseen by other worlds. This world going into lower astral is of the unknown. Lower astral is like right here in front of you right now. It's different levels of it. But you are diving into it on a daily basis. You're realizing it. You see your Washington, you see your movies, the violence of your entertainment. There should not be violence in entertainment when you think about it. Shouldn't it be uplifting instead of it's the other way around? Yes, there are lessons there to be learned, but the violence on your world is seen as more entertainment than of warning. In your ancient Greek days, it was for warning. Even during Shakespeare, it had its warning vibration. You have kind of lost that. You will see things differently for sure. You will also go back into your ancient Greek ways of looking at the world, because they had a better idea of reality than you do. You do, but not of the philosophy of human. The reason Plato was there and other beings is to keep the soul alive, because he realized there are other techniques going to make you small. As many of you feel very small here, don't you? The idea of philosophy is to keep you aware and powerful, as you all are. But there's beings here to take away that power, as you can see. They want you to be controlled. The idea of ancient philosophy is to keep you in control. I believe you understand where I'm getting. The word control isn't exactly the best energy, but you understand. Because these beings here want you in their hands, and have you. maybe you're going to open that up and say no thank you and take more control of your lives. And that's what you're here to learn, and many beings wish not that for you. So of course they make it difficult, because you are one of the few that are moving off the highway and doing things differently. And then the mind, operating differently, shuts down their whole operation when the majority of you start connecting to that. Blessings. Alright. Face is all tingly. Okay, alright. Much love, everyone, and thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow.